Hello, hello, hello. Lady T here. I was coming on for a few minutes just to say hello and let you know something that has been on my mind. Um, so I receive messages and they're from spirit. And I know that might sound really strange to people, but I do. And I was meditating today and I received a message that I need to share some information about stress and stress relief. Um, I am one who knows a lot about stress. I have been a single parent for about 23 years. I have three children, three beautiful children, and so I know a thing or two about stress. We have been through a lot. My children and I have been through a lot, but we made it through. I've been able to keep my faith, even though I struggled a lot, ups and downs. I mean, that's life, right? So uh, I was guided to come on and speak about stress and what we can do as human beings to help us with stressful situations in our life experience. So I think I will start with what stress really is. Stress is when you struggle with um, with basically living in your power. When you struggle with living and experiencing particular things in your world. Uh, when you have a little bit of anxiety and you feel overwhelmed and frustrated. So that's basically stress. Uh, how to help in situations of stress? I would pinpoint, uh, like I would say for just about anything, any life experience, is going within. So it's important to ask yourself certain questions to help you basically move out of that moment in a different way. Not allow the anxiety to build up within you and explode. Because when that happens, when it builds up in you, when that energy builds up in you and explodes, it will trickle onto everything else in your life, every experience that you have in your life, every relationship that you have in your life. So your job, your home, your family, your significant relationship. So your relationship with a loved one, a lover. Um, yeah. So basically, and definitely your health. Oh my goodness, your physical health. Uh, Stress affects that. It affects your sleep. Your sleep affects your your health, your physical health, your mental health, all of that. So um, basically, if you go within yourself in a place of stress and you ask yourself um, certain questions such as, okay, can I change this situation? Is there any way that I can change this situation right now? That means the physical situation. Is there any way that I can change this situation right now? And if your answer is no, I have no control over it, then you have no control over it. Let it go. Release it. What is. And when you try to gain control of that situation, it's just going to build that stress and that anxiety within you. So let it go. Let it go. You only have control over yourself and how you feel, your emotions, and your energy. You don't have control over outside situations. So if there's anything that you can do, or should I say, when you ask yourself that question and you say, yes, I can do something right now, even if it's a feeling, or even if what you believe you can do at that moment is pray, or meditate, or speak to someone, or um, even go to sleep. um, that will help you to come to a different understanding of the situation, of the stressful situation. For example, when I would have a stressful situation, such as when I was going to school, and when I was working a full-time job, and I was taking care of 3 young children. I was doing it by myself and paying all the bills by myself, and my health was not 100% because, hey, I was stressed. So when I was going through that particular situation, and something would happen with my children, because it's inevitable and things always happen when you have children. So when something was going on with my children, and I also was having imbalance in my work situation, I asked myself, is there anything that I can do at this moment? A lot of times it would be me sitting down with my children saying, hey, mommy is feeling overwhelmed, and however you guys can help around the house, and however you guys can help each other, you know, it, I, it, I would be grateful for it. And that actually gave my children an awareness, like, oh, mom's not feeling good today, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. And it would put a change, a shift in my mood, because it would help my children to be aware that, okay, mom's off balance today. But I spoke. I would speak to my children and inform them, like, okay, mommy's feeling it. Mommy's feeling a little off balance. And just that one thing alone would bring other things into balance and into focus for me. I would see my children be more kind to each other. I would see my children do more things. And then it would trickle over even into my job. And it's only because I would start to feel better about the fact that I communicated, about the fact that I looked within myself and said, okay, what can I do in this moment to change the situation for the better, you know? And just that alone would help in an abundance of areas in my life, and in all aspects of my life. It would put a shift, you know, in it. So another question that I feel as though is relevant when you're going through a stressful situation is can I help whoever it is to feel better, to see things in a different perspective? So again, that's bringing a question to yourself on, what can I do? Another, what can I do? So can I help someone else to see things differently? Now, the trick to that is you have to not push your perceptions and your thoughts and your emotions on someone else. All you can do is allow yourself to lend a hand. Say, hey, did you ever think about it like this? Or did you ever try this? What do you think that may help, or that could be of assistance? And a lot of the times when you do something like that, uh, it triggers something in the other person, and the other person will go, "Oh, I really didn't think about it like that," and that puts a shift in things. Um, but like I said, what's important about that is that you're not forceful. You're not trying to control it. You're not trying to take over the situation. What you're doing is you're offering a service. You're offering your energy, your positive energy, your own perspective to a situation, which is in turn helping them to go within themselves and go, maybe I should try it that way, or I never thought about it like that, so maybe I should think a different way or go about things a different way. Um, and that will relieve stress, not just for you, but also for them, and it might even relieve stress for a whole environment. I know that that's so in family aspect, in relationship aspect, and even in job aspect. It's just when it's in your career or in a job aspect, you have to understand that there's so many different individuals that you work with. So you have to learn how to collaborate on ideas. So it's not just one idea, it's a whole bunch of ideas, it's a whole bunch of perspectives, and what you're doing is you're bouncing things off of each other, and you're coming to a concise conclusion that may help you, it may hinder you, but you won't know until you come to that conclusion and relieve some stress. Some techniques for relieving physical stress in the moment, other than meditation and prayer, is definitely deep breathing. So even if you're in the midst of a stressful situation, if you just stop and just take a deep breath, breathe in your nose and out your mouth, and make sure that you're breathing so that it goes into your diaphragm. So you're breathing in, allowing the air to go in your diaphragm. So when you do that, it basically your belly expands, it gets wider, because you're putting air into your lungs, into your diaphragm. And when you breathe out, you're literally pushing your stomach in, and you're pushing the air out, and it's best to push it out through your mouth. And when you do the release, that's what I consider it. When you do that release and you breathe out in your mouth, you calm your body. So the more that you breathe in and then breathe out, your body's calming, it's getting calmer, and you will feel it in your body. But what you don't know that's happening inside of you is it's releasing endorphins in your brain, it's relieving stress and tension in your muscles. It's doing so much more. What we see on the outside is just that, okay, my body's calmer. But in the inside, it's doing so many amazing things just to help you relax and to help you just relieve that stressful emotion, energy, and frequency. So yeah, so I really hope that this was helpful to someone. I will be coming back on to speak about stress and anxiety. I know a lot of people deal with this. I know for many years of my life I dealt with it, and the great thing about it is I'm a nerd. I'm a complete nerd. So I research so much. I'm a seeker of light. I'm a seeker of new things, and I love to experience things. So what I've done in the process of basically going through my life experience and the ups and downs in my life experiences, I went out and I just researched so much information and so many things, so many, there's so much information out here, so much information. All you have to do is look, take the time to slow down in your day-to-day life and look for the information and really hone in on certain topics. Learn as much as you can about one topic. It's going to lead you to other topics. Make a note of them, the other topics, for a later time. Focus on one topic and master it. Master that topic. I promise you that it will help you to build on your life experience, and it will help you to release things. It will help you to figure out and find out, discover things about yourself that have been dormant for so long. Because it's important that you go back to that childhood, that childlike attitude and thought and behavior and just freedom, because that's what life's about. It's not about what's happening in your immediate environment. It's not about what someone said to you, or how someone's judging you, or you even judging other people. It's not about that. It's about being free within yourself, being free within this world of ours, and sharing and being kind to others and loving unconditionally. Once you can grasp that, everything else in your life just flows freely. It flows so freely, and I promise you that when you get to that point, you'll feel that success. You'll feel that abundance. You'll feel that peace and calm and joy and love in your world, in your life, and in your environment. That's what Divine Goddess of Harmony is here for. That's what I'm here for, is to help you to learn that. And if you're open and willing to learn, and if you're open and willing to transform your life, please subscribe, become a member. Come over to our website, become a member, and I promise you that you will learn something. You will learn something, and if you implement what you learn into your life, you will discover so much about yourself. Thank you so much again and again and again. I am so grateful that you have stopped by, and I am so grateful that you have stayed to the end, and I hope and I pray that you have learned something today. Namaste, Khanya, and an abundance of blessings.